Hello, it's Sheila from the libraries and I would like to make something with you today, and today we're going to be making something with some socks. And I don't know about you, but in our house we've always got lots of old socks that are maybe got a bit worn. You can see here, sometimes the toes come through, and I don't like throwing things out, so I thought about how you could actually make something out of them and recycle your old socks. This time of year it's quite cold and my wrists and my hands can sometimes get a bit cold, but because I make quite a lot of videos and I like making things, I like to have my hands free. So I've decided to make some wrist warmers. So we're going to be making some wrist warmers today, and I'm going to put one on that I've made already. So I've got one here. So this was a pair of socks, and here's my wrist warmer. So as you can see, I've put some nice little buttons on this, and I can still work away using my fingers because as I say, I love making things, so I want to make sure my fingers are free, but it does mean that I can still keep nice and cozy as well. And the great thing about this is, if you don't like sewing, there is no sewing involved whatsoever. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to make it. And the first thing to do is we are going to chop the part of the toe off. So I would chop, because mine is quite worn, I'm just going to chop where it's worn. So I'm just going to cut straight across like that. So that's the toe of your sock. I don't need this just now. I'm going to hold on to it because I always think I might be able to use it for something else. So we've now got that shape there. So we've got this hole at one end. I've now got the heel. So this is the heel part here. And I'm going to turn that into a little hole for my thumb. And to do that, all I do is take my scissors and just do the smallest of cuts. Start small because you can always make it slightly bigger. So like that. So that's just in the heel like that. And then if I put this on, you're going to be able to see already that it's starting. Look at that. Already it's looking like a wrist warmer. I turned mine up. You don't need to sew it because it won't come apart, it won't fray. And so I've just turned mine up like that. However, I think I might add a little bit of detail because my socks were just plain black socks. To be honest, it works incredibly well if you've got something like some stripy socks. And normally kids' socks work really well because they tend to be really bright and cheery. I'm going to add a little bit of detail on here. I sewed on those buttons on that side, but on this one I've cut out, I had a little piece of felt and I've cut out a star, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to sew the star on in the middle like that. And as well as that, I'm just going to add a little button detail onto that, just nice bright pink. So I've got a needle and thread here, and I'm just going to put a couple of little stitches, oops, through like that, and through there. So you could do a few more than me, but just, I will do a few more when I'm off camera, but just enough so that I can show you how it works. And then another one there, and another one on that side. And then just remember to tie a little knot in it, because you don't want the button popping off. So just tie a knot. So there's lots of different ways that you can decorate them. That's what I love about these. I've got some old-fashioned rick-rack, you know, it's like the zigzaggy stuff. You could sew that on, if you don't mind sewing, you could sew that on, or you could even sew on a little bit of fake fur as well. If you've maybe got like an old hat or a scarf that's made of fake fur that you don't like anymore, I always hold on to everything because I always think, oh gosh, I might be able to use it for something else. So that's my star on one side and my buttons on the other, and those are my hand warmers. So hopefully you'll enjoy upcycling some of your own socks, or you can also do it with tights as well. And the other thing, if you're anything like me, I always say, I'm not very good at laundry, and I quite often shrink things, especially if they belong to my husband. So I've also made warmers, wrist warmers, using the sleeve of a jumper that I've actually accidentally shrunk in the wash. So you can do that as well. But to be honest, I would start off with an old pair of socks just so that you get used to doing them, and decorate them any way you like. So happy upcycling, everybody, and bye for now.